I've had to start recording to the cloud because my computer's doing weird things and stops the recording in the middle. So I just have to take an extra step and do those things. Um, Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I love seeing everybody popping on and ready to go. Katie, if you didn't know, is always amazing. Anytime she speaks, I listen. And this is definitely a Zoom you want to be on. You want your teams on it too. So make sure you send those reminders. It is summer. It is closing in the end of summer, right? Some of you already have kids back in school. Some of you are scrambling to get kids back in school. So your team members are probably doing the same thing. So just send those last minute reminders and get them on this Zoom. I want to start off by saying I'm so proud of those of you that are sending your submissions in, clicking the entry link for all the things that you're doing for our August promo. I want to reiterate the reason and the foundation behind doing this promo and the activities that were picked. All of these activities are to help you expose people to the Thrive experience. They're all to help you GPOT, get people on Thrive. It all starts with sharing. Okay, so that's where the lives come into play. Um, Real people, real community. That's where the locals come into play. That's where getting together with your promoters comes into play. And then, of course, getting new customers or new promoters, new orders, that is always like the end goal, right? Like getting people on Thrive. So that's your bonus points. Um, Having the work with me's, that, in my opinion, is what helps people realize, oh, I can do more, or I'm not doing enough, or I forgot to do this, or I forgot to do that. Or oh, that's a great idea. I love that they're doing this. It is truly meant to help you be with other people. And it's something that if you do it, your team will do it. It might start with two people, but it has to start somewhere. Um, I will say too, okay, so I've got to tally up last week's numbers. Y'all are great. I know there are people that are doing things that you're not clicking the link and you're not submitting. The link opens on Sunday. And I will tally by Tuesday. I'm giving you a full 24 hour, or really more than 24 hours. It opens Sunday morning. By Monday night, I may have tallied. Um, but that gives you all of Sunday and all of Monday. So submit. I know that sometimes it's hard to remember, but just submit your stuff, your work, right? Get entered in to win prizes. I have big prizes coming. So I really want to see those of you submit your work and your submissions. Okay. And again, every week is a new link. Also, if you haven't put yours in for week one or week two, make sure you go do that. In Thrive Stars, you can find week one link. If you have anything left out, go put them in. If you have anything left out for week two, go put them in. Just make sure you're doing it on the right week, because I'm still doing monthly grand prizes. So even though you might have missed out on week one's drawing, that still counts for your total for the month for the overall grand prizes. Katie, you have anything to say on the activities on the promo?
I'm excited for it because Amber had asked me the one day, she was like, "Are you still doing like the working Zoom things?" And I was like, well, you see what had happened. And I had like all these excuses, right? And then she launched, the promo, and I was like, okay, like it's time to put my ass back in gear. Like I need to do this. And so I started doing work with Muntz again, and obviously just keeping track of those things. But I do have a lot of people, and I expressed this to Amber as well, on my team who do Sabbath on Sundays, who don't touch their phones on Sundays. And if that's you, like that's cool. We fully respect that. But like Amber said, that link is still open on Monday. So go in there and upload your stuff. I'm so proud of myself that I remembered. And if I remembered, you can do it too, I promise. First thing Sunday morning, my eyes popped open. I'm like, put yourself on the link. So get yourself submitted. I know Amber's got like a whole like thing. I've seen it in her house. The gifts, they're just everywhere. So she's got lots of cool stuff up her sleeve, credits, promos,
I
gift
have a
cards.
shopping problem and y'all will benefit from it.
So take Amber's problem and make it, benefit from it. So get that submit.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I think that's all. I kind of think that's it as far as like updates, announcements. Today should be a really good payday. I know I did, transparency last week. I was letting you know, just preparing you that last Tuesday was a weird calendar fall. And then this last week, whatever this last week, this pay period, we had two auto ships in 1 week. And then also you'll be getting your bonuses today. And I think double, triple fast starts pays out today. So that makes up for the little bit of crazy of last week. So just remember, it is not just a week thing, right? It is look at it over a month time. And I had challenged you, go add up everything you made in July. Add up every Tuesday in July and look at it. Look at it as a whole, right? I used to have to do that being in the salon, because working for myself, I would have days where I'd make like $50. And then, like I'm like, whoa, this is the worst Tuesday I've ever had. And some weeks would be low and then some weeks were really good. So I had to look at it in a monthly standpoint. So, okay.
Yeah.
Katie.
And told to, I remember I had actually gotten on a Zoom with Courtney Glaser one time. I had gone through a really hard season, and I'll tell a story, then I'll just jump into. I have notes here that I want to share with you guys. But I was going through a hard season where I had someone who was, a mass enroller, a great leader, thought was a good friend on my team, and she left. And pay had taken a hit. Like that happens, right? People come and they go. My pay had taken a hit, and I was like having a breakdown. This was before Amber and I really got close, so I'd reached out to Courtney, and she FaceTimed me immediately, and she goes, one thing that she learned and that she taught me changed my mindset is never ever blow your biggest check. That's a problem people have, is they get these huge checks and then they blow them and they're living above their means. That's why you see people that are making millions that are broke. And then never quit over your lowest check ever. Like there's 52 weeks in a year. One of them is bound to be the lowest. Like it's inevitable. It's going to happen. So she taught me that, but that was great for me. All right, so I want to, Amber, if you're good, I'm going to just like start talking. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I'll get it. I'll fix it for you. Thank you. Okay, so in the chat, number one, if you're able and capable, will you please turn your cameras on? I had read a statistic that said you actually like retain it better when your cameras are on. So like if you're driving, throw it on. If you're working, you don't want to get in trouble. Okay, I see some people. Thank you. So you actually retain the information better when your camera is on. I don't care if you don't have a bra on. I don't care if you got a baby on your hip. Okay, I literally do not care. Just turn them on. Hi. All right.
As long as you actually have a top on.
Yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay. Because we want to be able to post the recording. We can't post a recording if it's rated R. So be closed. Okay. So in the chat, I want you guys to, first and foremost, just to get it started, tell me why you joined Thrive. I will tell you right here while you're typing. I want to know your reasons. And don't be ashamed if it's for $50 a week, car payment, free products, community, you had a great experience with the products, whatever it may be. Tell me why you joined. For me personally, I liked the products, but I was really intrigued by those VIP bonuses right away. It was like a month before Christmas when I joined, and I had no money. And the girl that I joined under said you can make $800 in your first 14 days with our VIP bonuses. That was literally all I needed to hear. I've quit everything. Okay. Like I can't remember to do anything every day. Hence my 3 kids. Couldn't remember to take a pill every morning. Right. I'm not, I love them though, dearly. Okay. I have a hard time committing. I quit band in high school. I quit chorus. I tried to quit on my marriage a long time ago. That's a whole different story, right? I've always just been a quitter. So when it came to Thrive, I was like, I could do anything for 2 weeks and then I'm out of here. Like I'm going to come in, join my VIPs, and then I'm going to bounce. I had no interest in long-term, no interest in any of that. I just wanted to pay for Christmas. So that's why I started. And then obviously it turned into so much more because I had people come in with me who were hitting their VIPs. And if you've ever had someone join who takes off, and hits their VIPs, or is going 4K, or maybe they're hitting your top PPA, and you have this runner. Like if you've ever had a runner join you, you know that that's a high that you can't explain, right? Like when you have someone come in, we have a girl on our team right now, Megan, and she was enrolled by Samantha. Samantha's messaging me and she's like, I've never had someone come in on fire like this, and I feel it's so good. And so she's excited, right? And so that's how I felt when I started. I was able to help other people. And before I knew it, my 2 weeks had already come and gone. And I was like pushing for 200K, you know, and now it's been almost 8 years. And I'm like, I was going to quit after 14 days. What in the hell was wrong with me? So that is why I'm here. But why you said yes to this business, right? And then I want you to get real comfortable getting uncomfortable and boldly sharing that. People need to see why you're here. People want to see your vulnerability, whether, you know, you were overweight and the products helped you lose weight, or you were broke and you were struggling. I don't know if you guys maybe have had your head in the sand, and I say this with the utmost love, but this country is struggling. Okay. Inflation's at an all-time high. Groceries are, well, inflation's down, but it's still high. It's not like it once was, like, you know, but people are going back to school. Kids are going back to school. I saw a girl on my Facebook post her kids' back to school list, and it not only had like her back to school supplies, but it also had like 4 things of disinfectant, 5 things of tissues, hand sanitizer, soaps, all these things. Like these lists now are getting longer and longer and more expensive for parents. And so people are struggling. We need to share boldly, but also vulnerably with our story and why we're here. All right. Whether it was gas money, grocery money, bill money, I don't care. And don't prejudge people. I've always said this. When I first started, I was in a different company before I found Thrive. And it was such a facade. Looking back now, like I'm like, gosh, Katie, I cannot believe I was literally lying to people because I was too ashamed to admit that we were drowning and that we were struggling. I was in this business. I was making like, you know, $300 a month, which can be life changing for people. But in that business, I also had a $120 monthly auto ship and a $20 website fee, right? So there's half my money gone right there. And so, but on social media, you would have never known. I was happy. I was talking about my business opportunity. I was sharing the products. I was mass enrolling. I was still struggling. You would have never known though. And I'm really, really glad that I wasn't prejudged. I'm really, really glad that the woman that I ended up joining, who's actually no longer even here, if we were going to talk about that, like if you don't have a sponsor, hi, hello, I can relate to that. But I'm really glad that she didn't prejudge. I'm really glad that she still presented the opportunity, because I only originally got a sample. I had just had a baby 6 months prior and I was tired. So I got a sample. She did not prejudge. She did not look and go, okay, well, Katie only wants a sample. She must not need the business opportunity because she's in the business and she loves it. Like she still presented that opportunity and she was bold about it. Okay. Stop tiptoeing around what we have, and be bold and be honest. Someone's praying for what you have, right? And if you had the cure, I'm looking at my notes. If you had the cure, would you hesitate to share it? No, I wouldn't. Like if you had the cure to someone's issues, we're solving a problem for people. Stop trying to sell. Like we're sell. I see Amber on TikTok, and Amber's like my whole TikTok for some reason. Like all my stuff's just Amber. But it'll be like, you know, I was struggling before and I was missing out with my kids and I was looking at this other mom and I wanted the life that she had. She wasn't like buy my products, join my team. This is where I was before. This is the life that I lived, and this is how I was uncomfortable with it and how I was unhappy with it. And this is what changed that for me, right? It's a story. The people here that are winning and winning big have, number one, just maybe been here longer and heard more no's. And number two, they are master storytellers. You have to get real good at sharing your story. Okay. So, and if you have a question, also pop them in the chat. I'm going to pull the chat up because there are messages and I'm just completely not seeing. Okay. All the reasons that you guys are here. Love the products. I was very depressed. Yes, it's not compliant, Carol, but it's okay. Energy and extra cash. Amber, plug your ears. Needed a part-time job. Thrive got me out of bed. I love these things, right? Okay. Look at this one. Deanne Waters, Thrive got me out of bed. Menopause was killing me and I didn't know what was wrong with me. The community keeps me going daily. If you're not sharing that, come here so I can slap you silly. Okay. Like that is amazing. There are so many people that have a hard time getting out of bed right now because maybe they're just not feeling themselves or they're going through hormonal changes, through menopause. They have the weight of the world on their chest because they don't know how they're going to pay their bills. Right. So make sure that you're sharing that. Energy from capsules, cleaning teeth for 25 years, needed to get cut down and enjoy the outside the dental office. Okay. So Christy could say, hey man, I worked for 25 years as a dental assistant or as in a dentist's office. And I lifted my head up and man, 25 years had gone by and I had realized like I wasn't living for me anymore. I was a slave to my job. I was clocking in, clocking out, going home, coming back, and I needed more in my life. Thrive gave me that. Do you know how many people would relate to that right now that literally feel like they only go home to sleep and come back to work? Like, share that, okay?
Okay. Hold on. I need you, because I know what they're gonna say. I need you after the fact to write that out because everybody's like, what did she just say? Um, because you just spit it out so great, and
It's,
I agree with it. Um,
yeah,
but
yeah,
and I know everybody's like, I can't write that fast, so I want you to help
okay.
them read that to.
No, okay, I will. I totally will. But I love that because there are people right now that are waking up, going to work, coming home, going to sleep, waking up, going back to work, and they're still struggling. And Christy, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you start this business while you were working? Or no? Yes. Okay. So you could even throw in there, like, people, oh, well, I'm too busy and I have a full time job. So I would throw that in there. Like, I was working full time, found this business, incorporated it into the nooks and crannies of my day, and gave myself that freedom that I was craving outside of my job, and it's helping pay my bills. So I would hit those excuses in your content, right? I always try to talk to people when I'm posting. So let's say, for example, who's on here? Christina. Hi, girl. Okay, so if Christina messages me and she's like, I don't think I have the time because I have kids and school and sports and all those things. Like, I don't know if I could fit this business into my lifestyle. You better bet your backside that my next post is going to be me at the baseball field with my kids talking about how I'm a present mom and still able to build a business at the same time. I want Christina to read my post and go, damn, I think she's talking to me. Right. So think about that. I've always been told, and I've always like regurgitated this to people, that that word sounded so nasty. I'm sorry. Ew. But like for real. So, well, I'm gonna have my brain fart now. Okay, so if you're talking to everybody, you're really talking to nobody. You cannot be generic in your stuff. And here's the thing: when you share your story and you share vulnerably and transparently, you're gonna piss some people off. Some people are not gonna like it. Some people are not gonna agree with it. Like we homeschool, and I'm half crunchy, half hood, half holy. Like I'm all these things. Amber's like, yeah, she is. And but some people don't like it. I don't know. Like I share my faith and that offends people. Or I prefer to homeschool. And if you public school, that's great. Kudos for you. I don't want to do it. We're all different. But people will come to me and ask me about my homeschooling journey. They'll ask me about, my faith. And so I would never have those authentic, real connections if I wasn't sharing my authentic, real self, right? Okay, so let's talk about our story. So before, and this is the thing too, is if you have a lot of parts to your story, and I do, right? I like food stamps, WIC, working full time. I almost got a divorce right after we got married. We almost got divorced. I was a teen mom, moved out at a young age. Like I have so many parts of my story, right? When I'm talking about the auto bonus, I talk about how my husband and I used to share one vehicle, right? And now we both have our own auto bonus vehicle. We literally just bought a new one like 3 days ago. And so I will never like word vomit my whole story into one post, but break your story into bite-sized pieces, right? That way you don't feel like you're sharing the same thing every single time. That way you can pull from these things and share something different every day. So where were you before, whether it's the products or the business or the finances or sharing a car or whatever? What led up to the decision for you to join the business or for you to try the products, right? For me to try the products, I could say, hey, before I was exhausted. I was tired. I was 40 pounds overweight. I was breastfeeding my 6-month-old baby and I was gaining weight. Everybody had told me breastfeeding, you would lose the weight, and they lied right through their teeth to me because I had gained like 40 or 50 pounds. And I got pregnant again. And I was so tired. I tacked on more weight, right? That's where I was before. The decision for me to try Thrive was because I remember, I'll never forget it. My husband took my oldest son to his baseball game, and I was too tired to get off the couch and go. And I felt like the world's biggest POS because I'm like, I can't give the attention to my oldest child because I'm too tired from taking care of my youngest child. Like I need more energy. Like I can't do this anymore. That was my decision to try the products, right? So where were you before? What led up to that decision for you to say yes? And where are you now? Right. I lost all that weight. I have that energy now. I'm able to be present for all of my kids. Yesterday we went to like a park around here that has the water inflatables, the big ones you climb up. I was cannonballing off the side of that thing with my kid, like, woo, watch this, Chevy. I'm like flipping off of it. And Mom, that's so cool. Right. And I used to be the maybe tomorrow, maybe later, maybe next time, not today though. I'm too tired today, or I've got this stuff to do. I can't get it done. And now I'm like racing to the top, you know? And so I will share that. You have no idea how many people are going to relate to your story, and hit the pain points. So a couple of pain points could be time freedom. I only wrote down a couple too. There could be a ton more. If you guys have any in the comments, feel free to share. Time freedom, feeling stuck, a lack of community, not being able to pay the bills. These are all pain points. You want to speak to people's pain points. And I'm not saying like go out there and just like manipulate people's feelings, right? But people buy from you or join you or order from you when they feel something. You have to make them feel something, okay? Every time I've ever purchased something, it's because I'm like, oh, wow, like I feel that. Like that was me. I used to feel that way. I can relate to that. Like I need to try that too. You make them feel something, okay? And then share your own results. If you don't have a big weight loss transformation, that's okay. You can talk about energy, focus, weight management, appetite control, clear skin. Like my hair right now literally has never been so long and so healthy and grown so fast ever. It's the collagen peptides. It is the collagen peptides. And I said the other day to a friend, I was like, I kind of want to cut it, but I'm like, that's my money maker. You know what I mean? Like I can't cut my hair. It's like people ask me all the time about it, and I got to get to sell them. I get to add on the collagen peptides to their GLPs. And so share your results no matter what it is, whether it is, you were lonely and now you have community, or lost weight, or some people have taken the 3 steps and gained weight. Like we have a results album in our team page that I have of some weight gain, right? People who use the shakes to help gain weight. Whatever it is, share your own results. And you need to share your results and other people's results as well, because there are 2 different kinds of people in this world, okay? Number 1 are the people that want to see your personal results, okay? I know Carol personally. I want to see Carol's results. I don't care about Bob, Billy, Jim, Smith, and Joe. I don't know them, but I know Carol. And if Carol has results, I will try it too. Okay. That's person number 1. So share your results, Carol. Everybody, share your results. Person number 2 goes, well, good for you, Carol. You love it because you sell it. Show me some other people's results too. I want to see other people, right? So you're going to have people that want to see yours, and you're going to have people who, quite frankly, to be honest, and I say this with love, don't care about your results. They want to see someone else. They go, well, you sell it. Obviously, you love it. Obviously, you want me to buy it. You're making money off of it. Show me someone else's results. So make sure that you're sharing not only yours, but other people's. I will share other people's results 90% of the time in my story. I don't want to spam my feed with like belly pictures and before and after results. I'll do like my own reels and like my own pictures and things like that, or just like a normal photo of myself and talk about how I'm feeling. I will share somebody else's results on my page, maybe like 2 to 3 times a month, once a week, right? But I don't ever want to spam my page with other people's results because I don't want to look like a walking sales ad. I'm connecting with people on my page for the most part, right? And I'm selling in my stories. I'm not afraid to sell in my stories. I'm not afraid of the call to action. I'm not afraid to say, message me, DM me, don't wait. Something that I love to say is whenever I'm running a promo or whenever there's a sale, I'm like, and I always will like create the humor, right? Like, don't be that person that messages me tomorrow. It never fails. Someone's going to message me tomorrow and ask for my credits, and I will not have them. Like, don't let that be you. And so I will do that. I'm not afraid to sell in my stories. So I will share people's results in my stories every freaking day of the week. Reviews. We have a whole thread of reviews in my team page if you're in mine. If not, we have the GLP group. I mean, I think there's 2 of them. I'm in 2 at least that I know of. Go in there and find results, share results, and try to find different body types. You can share the ones, and I love sharing the ones that are like, oh, I dropped 10 pounds in my first month. Those are great. But I also like to share the ones that are like, hey, I dropped 10 pounds over 3 months. I want people to see that, yeah, this person may have dropped 10 pounds their first month, but maybe they had more weight to lose. Maybe they fixed up their lifestyle a lot faster, and had done more things, gotten to the gym, whatever. But I also like saying, hey, this person lost 10 pounds in 3 months, because then it gives the realistic expectation that you might not get on GLP and be a Victoria's Secret model tomorrow. Like, it takes time. You didn't get the spare tire in 30 days. You might not lose the spare tire in 30 days. It takes time. And I'm setting people up also to realize that, like, I don't want them to order for 1 month and go, oh, I didn't get the results that I wanted, and now they quit, right? They stop taking it. But they can order and go, okay, the results photo that compelled me to order, that person was on GLP for 4 months. So I'm going to give it 4 months, right? And so that will kind of set you up also for customer retention, because they know it's going to take time. So I love the fast results, those good, quick, like boom results. I had just shared one yesterday, a guy on a different team, his name is Justin, lost 25 pounds in his first month. But someone else, like for me, I lost 7 pounds of inflammation, and it took me like 3.5 months to do it. Like, so make sure that you're sharing someone else's stories and all kinds of different things as well. Okay. Because their results might connect with people that yours just might not. I had a girl message me the other day after I shared a results picture, and she was like, that's my body type. Like, she needed to see that one. She's like, that's my body type. Okay, let me see. Moving on. Something that I will do on Instagram. Okay. I will never, and this is me. If you don't like it, just don't take it. Just absorb it and throw it away. Okay. But I do not personally share anybody's results on my Instagram feed other than my own, like the side-by-side before and after. If I'm going to share someone's side-by-side before and after on my feed, I'm gonna do one of 2 things. Number one, you know how on Instagram you can add like multiple photos, like whatever. I will make that very first cover photo me. Okay. That way, when you're looking at my feed, it's not like belly picture, belly picture, belly picture, belly picture, result picture, result picture. Like, it's still like enticing. It's like people don't think they're being sold to. So I'll make that first picture me. Okay. And I'll say, swipe to see my friend Amber's results. Right. Another thing that I'll do, yeah, that's her. Another thing that I'll do is you can add audio to your pictures now. And I had watched an Instagram thing that said if you add a trending audio to your photos, it's actually going to get pushed out into the explore page the same way that a reel would. Okay. And so I have not done this yet, but a friend of mine told me that she did this. So I want to try it, and I'm going to regurgitate it back to you. It's the only freaking word I know to say. Okay. So what she said she did is she actually made like a graphic on Canva that said, you need to see this. It was just a normal graphic. It said, you need to see this. That was her main photo on Instagram. And it was swipe to see some amazing results. And she had like 3 or 4 results from the people on her team or in her community, right? And she added a trending audio. So it put her post into the explore feed. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm going through my explore feed on Instagram and I see a big boom, you need to see this, I'm going to click on it, right? Like, I'm going to be like, what do I need to see? So she said that she had enrolled like 5 customers off of that alone with the GLP, right? And she had to nurture them, obviously, but so that will help a lot. Add the trending audio to your things. And then have the energy and the belief. Okay. I've talked really fast. So if anybody has any questions, please, please, please put them in the comments, because I don't want to be done. Well, I mean, I guess it could be done. Anyways. Okay. Have energy and the belief in yourself. Would you join you? Right? Would you order from you? Would you trust you with your time and your money and your energy? I would join me. I'm consistent, right? I know that, and that's not tooting my own horn. I just am. I'm consistent, and I know that I'm not going anywhere. And I feel like that's why people will join me. That's why people will order from me, is because they know, like, I've been here for almost 8 years. Maybe you haven't been here that long. That's fine. But people need to know you're not going anywhere. You are here. You are rooted. You are firmly planted, and you are going to be ready to help them when they're ready to get the help that they need and whatever it is, right? If you're inconsistent, or you're posting one day and then not the next, or you take a week off, and like, don't get me wrong, life happens. I totally get it, right? But if you're not consistent in sharing, why are they going to give themselves, give you 100% if you're not giving 100%? So make sure that you would join you, have the energy and the belief in yourself. Something that stuck with me a long time ago, I heard, is you would never get on an airplane that said destination to be determined. You want to know where you're going, right? Because you might be going somewhere cool, but you also might not be. You might be crashing and burning. I don't know. So make sure that you know where you're going and have the belief in that. Okay. You don't have to be an auto bonus earner yet to talk about the auto bonus. Take a picture in front of your car, and 6 months from now, I'm going to have my car paid for with LaBelle's auto bonus. Like, put that out there. It's actually statistically proven, when you put your goals out there like that, you're more likely to achieve them. You really are. I used to work with a girl who, I'm going to read your comments in a second. I used to work with a girl who was taking the bar exam. She was trying to be a lawyer, right? And every single customer that would walk into the store, she would say, "Hey, how's it going? Next week I take my bar exam. I want to be a lawyer." Like, literally every person. "Hey, how's it going? Next week I take my bar exam." And her name was Katie, too, ironically enough. But I said, "Katie, why in the world are you telling everybody that you're taking this bar exam?" And she goes, "Because I'll be damned if they come in next week and ask me about my bar exam and I tell them I failed." Right? I was like, and like, literally, I have not seen this girl in 10 years, and that stuck with me forever. I will be damned, damned if somebody comes up to me and says, "How's your little business doing?" And I say, "I quit. It got hard. So I gave up." Could never be me. I'm sorry. Like, that kind of energy is not welcome here. Okay. Could never be me. So put your goals out there, whether it's, I'm going to help 3 people earn their VIP bonuses this month. I'm going to earn my auto bonus. I'm going to pay this credit card off. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to pay for Christmas in cash. I mean, that's December. What is that? September, October, November. Count on my fingers. Don't judge me. September, October, November, December. 4 months away. Okay. In the next 4 months, I'm going to have a business with a residual income that's going to pay for my family's Christmas. Okay. Put it out there and then ask people what it would do for them. Because here's the thing. And again, I say this with love. Okay. I promise everything that I say is with love. People don't care about what you're doing in your business as much as they care about what it could do for them, right? Like, you want to show people what's possible, but you could come to my page and be like, "Oh, cool. Good for you, Katie. You paid your bills. Good for you, Katie. You got a car. Good for you, Katie. You're going on vacation. Good for you. I can't do that." Right? They want to know what it's going to do for them. So if you're talking, okay, by Christmas, I'm going to have a residual income from my business that's going to pay for my family's Christmas. Make sure you add in there, what could that do for you? What could it do for you over the next 4 months to create an income that pays for your family's Christmas? I read a book called Digital Persuasion by Aaron, I don't know, something. Digital Persuasion, okay? It's on Amazon. She actually spoke, I think, at my very first Lavelle conference. And she has said to go audit your social media. How many times do you say the word me? Me, I, mine, my business, my team, my sales, my volume, my check, my car, my house, my freedom. But we don't talk about helping other people. She said, go back, and every single time you try to talk about yourself, flip it. Yeah, I earned my auto bonus. Cool. But what would it mean to you if over the next 60 to 90 days, I could help you earn a bonus every single month? Thank you, Janelle. If I could help you earn a bonus every single month, that would help you pay for your car. What would it mean to you if I could help you eliminate the second largest bill in most American households? What would it mean to you if in 14 days from now you had an $800 cash bonus hit your account? What would it mean to you if I could help you get your health products for free? What would it mean to you if 3 times a year you could take an all-inclusive getaway for you and your spouse? Because you should never stop dating your spouse, right? All these things. So make sure that you are bold, but letting people know that it's not just you. But what would it mean to them? What would it mean to you if you could take a product that help you lose that stubborn belly fat and make you feel better and give you more energy than your kids, right? Or more energy than you had since high school. Make sure that you're sharing with them what it could do for them. And then, yeah, don't expect 100% from anyone else. If you're not 100% in, do follow-ups, be a human, okay? I don't know the statistics. Like, I have it written down somewhere. I'm like a notes person, but I'm not organized at all, so they're over there somewhere. Most people are not going to order on the first follow-up, okay? I was exposed to Thrive in June of 2017. I didn't try it until November. What is that? July, August, September, October. Don't make fun of my fingers. 5 months. Okay. I'm like, okay, 5 months. It took me, is it 4? Get out of here. Oh, so for you, it was 4 months. Okay.
I was 4. Yeah.
Okay. So look at that. Amber was 4 months. I was 5 months. Can you imagine if Maria stopped following up with Amber? Literally not a single one of us would be here right now. Not one of us. Okay. Can you imagine if the 5 months that I was exposed, my sponsor stopped, took you a year, girl? I don't know about all that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It took you a year to join Angela. I would see Angela once and be like, I love you. Okay, I do. I love her so much. She's so contagious, her energy. Put me in the room with Angela. Like, I want her to read me books every night when I go to sleep. Okay, so I was 5 months, right? And so, and I'm not tooting a horn, I'm just stating facts here, right? Our team's done over, $15 million in sales, like 40 some auto bonus earners have, earned their auto bonus. Hundreds, I don't want to break compliance here, but like lots of bonus money has been paid out. Lots of VIPs have been paid out. I think millions in free products have been paid out. And it took me 5 months from the first exposure. So make sure you are following up. Stop, letting people say, if they say no, it's like, not right now. Just not right now, okay? Every 6 months, statistic. I'm a statistic person. Take a shot every time Katie says statistically. People go through big life changes every 6 months on average, okay? So new job, moving, new car, divorce, babies, health issues, God forbid, whatever. Every 6 months on average, most people will go through like a change. And so maybe 6 months ago, that woman that you were talking to was not ready to join. She didn't need it. She was in a happy, healthy, thriving marriage with a sugar daddy for a husband, right? He was gone all the time, but he made a lot of money. She was living her best life. But now she's going through a divorce and it's just her and the kids. And now she needs a way to have some extra money. Now she needs a way to get back on her feet. Like, that's worst case scenario. Gosh, I'm so morbid. But every 6 months, people are going to go through a change. You never know when it's going to be the time for them. So follow up and be a human. For the love of God, be a human. You'll never catch me dead going, hey, are you ready to order yet? Like, get your order in now. Ask me how. Like, that's not me. So I will voice message people. I'm like, hey, it's me. Feel free to tell me to screw off if I'm annoying you. I literally have said this to people before. I'm like, feel free to tell me to screw off if I'm annoying you. I promise I won't take it, no hard feelings, but I just wanted to let you know the GLP is on sale today. We talked about it a while ago. Wasn't sure if it was still up your alley. If not, no big deal. But if you wanted to try it, I wanted to make sure that I kept you in the loop. That's how I talk. That's me, okay? So make sure that you're you. And if you are having a hard time with following up and being a human, being personal, plug it into Chat GPT. Oh my gosh. If Chat GPT was a person, like, they would judge me so bad. Plug it into Chat GPT. Say, hey, I talked to this person a couple of months ago about a product that's now on sale. I want to follow up with them, but I want it to sound human and not salesy. Can you please help me create a message? And they will, okay? Or they will, gosh, Chat GPT is not a they, it will. See, I literally think Chat GPT is a human. I have full conversations with that thing. I need to start sending voice messages. Yes. People can hear your excitement. When I first joined Thrive, I literally would pace back and forth from my house, just voice messaging literally all day about samples, about the 3 steps, all the things I was voice messaging. It's huge because people can hear it in your voice, right? Okay, follow-ups, be human. And then I wanted to encourage you guys before I get off here, if anybody has any questions, because that's all I really had, go follow up. Okay. Number one, go follow up, go into your messenger. If you don't have a list or anything like that, number one, make a list. But number two, you can go through your messenger, type in keywords into your messenger search bar. Most of my conversations are like 98% the same. Obviously, I tweak them like based on the person and their goals, but you can type in promoter pack, GLP, promoter, thrive for free, whatever you say in your conversations. Type that keyword into your search bar, and it's going to pull up every single person that you've ever said that to. Go follow up, be a human, and then bold message 5 people. I really want to encourage you guys, bold message 5 people. Bold messaging is not cold messaging, okay? I will never, ever, ever, amen, ever go message somebody that I don't know trying to sell to them. That's not me. If you do that and it works, don't fix what's not broken. Do what works for you. I won't do that, okay? I spent 3 years doing that and I just don't like it. But bold messaging. If I've built a relationship with you, okay, like Sue's on here. Hi, Sue, my girl. So if I have a relationship with Sue, and Sue's pregnant, and she's talking about how she stays at home and she doesn't know how she's gonna afford life. She's having another baby, they homeschool, right? I would reach out to Sue and be like, hey, I just saw your post about, having your baby soon and wanting to be able to have extra income while you homeschooled your kids. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Like, I know you see my post. Again, that's me being human. I know you see my post. Like, I know that you've liked a couple of them or seen my stories. Have you ever given any thought about, what I do? Because I'd love to help you. You can make $800 just in your first 14 days. And I always throw that plug in there. Always throw that plug in there. You can make $800 in your first 14 days. I'd love to help you do it. That's a bold message. Okay. So it would be somebody that I've talked to, and look for those things in your feed. Look for the people that are tired. Look for the people, that say they don't have any money, right? There's a girl that posts on my feed constantly. She's from a town over from me. And she's like, I'm struggling working 2 jobs and paying bills, like now school supplies. How are you guys doing this? And I messaged her and I said, girl, I know you know what I do. She's gotten a sample from me before. I'm like, you loved your sample. You feel good on the products. Have you ever thought about sharing them for some extra money? You can earn $800 just in your first 14 days. I'd love to help you do it. Again, there's that plug. Literally, they all end like that. All of them. I'm letting them know they can make $800 in their first 14 days. So bold message those people. Look out for those things on your feed. Do not be afraid. Someone's like, oh, like how do I message them and let them know that like Thrive can help them? I don't know, just message them and let them know that Thrive can help them. Like, it's literally that simple, where we get into like analysis paralysis, where we overthink things and we talk ourselves out of it. Stop. Stop. Okay. So bold message 5 people, do your follow-ups, and then go post your story or your testimony. And I would, if send it to me, I would love to read it. I'd love to read your story. Also, get to know people's stories too. Okay. I was never a hairdresser, but I know that Amber was. So if I ever have someone come to me and she's like, girl, I'm on my feet 50 hours a week. I'm tired. I'm a hairdresser, but like, I need more. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put you in a chat with my friend Amber. And I don't say upline, downline, sideline. I say, I'm going to put you in a chat with my friend Amber. She was a hairstylist and now she's a sugar mama. Kidding, not really, but it's fine. I'm gonna put you in a chat with my friend Amber because she was a hairstylist and like she's been where you are, and I would love for you to hear her story, right? So get to know people's stories. If you're in any chats, like you can even go in there like, hey, do I have any nurse friends? Do I have any doctor friends? Do I have any hairstylist friends? Do I have any teacher friends? I have a potential, and I'd really like to get that third-party validation for them. So sharing your story will also help your community here in this team get to know your story, and then we can literally all help each other with that third-party validation. So that's all I had. If anybody has any questions.
I'm going to run through. I saw a couple questions. I don't know that you saw them. Can you talk about how you work your story? How frequent?
Okay. Yeah, so I'm strategic with my stories. If you follow me, you probably would have noticed that the very first thing that I post on my story in the morning is an eye-catching photo. Whether it's me on the beach or me in my wedding dress or a bathing suit or something, because it doesn't do it on Instagram, but on Facebook, you get that little preview on top of somebody's story, right? And if the very first preview I see is someone's product, I'm probably not going to click on it because I'm like, oh, they're just selling a product, right? But if I'm like, oh, girl, she's at the beach, or like, that's a cute picture, like, what's she doing? Like, I'm nosy, I'm going to click on it, I'm going to see what she's doing. So my very first picture in the morning is always an eye-catching photo. That has literally, I'm not joking, my story views used to be like 100. Now they're over 1,000. simply by doing that. And that also helps my me being able to go and engage with people, because I'll go to that first story that has the most viewers. Obviously, like the more you go through your stories, like the less viewers that you have, like if they swipe. So I'll go to that first story, swipe up, and then on Facebook and on Instagram, you can see the rings around people's pictures if they have a story up. So I'll go and I'll interact with those stories. So it gives me, and I'm telling you, I'm seeing names that I've never seen before in my life. And I'm like, who are these people? But we're friends on Facebook, or maybe they follow me. And, now Facebook has the option. I don't know if yours does it, but mine just updated. So I can see if you're not my Facebook friend, I can still see if you viewed my story, right? And so I'll go look at these people's pages. And I'm like, they're not even with Thrive. And they're watching my stuff. Like, I'm going to add them. I'm going to send them a friend request. Like, I want them to know, like, I see their stuff, right? And so that's a good way for me to go engage with people that have viewed my stories. But that's how I boost my story viewers first thing. And then I will go in with my products. Then I will go in with the GLP. I never just, I mean, once in a while I'll do this, but 99% of the time when I do post my product, I'm letting people know what it does for them, right? I'm not just going to post a picture of my capsules and go, oh, energy loading. I'm going to post a picture of my GLP and say, hey, this helps kick my cravings. And it's like, why are you doing that?
Because I'm guilty of that.
It's okay. If it works for you, girl, you get 20 cab. It's fine. It's working for you. But for me, I want people to know, like, this is what it's doing for me and this is how it's working for me. Like, I posted my GLP strip and I'm like, this kicks my afternoon cravings. I'll be good all day long and then I'll eat a whole freaking thing of Oreos before bed. And I'm just like, well, there goes my progress all day. And so when I post my products, I'm like, this is what it's doing for me. It's not just giving me energy, but like it's giving me energy to go play with my kids, and it's helping suppress my appetite because I'm an avid snacker. I'm an emotional eater. That's why I had so much weight to lose in the first place. Is because I literally just, if I'm bored, anxious, sad, happy, I was just eating food all the time, right? And so it helps so much with my appetite control. And so I'm sharing that with people, and I'm diving further into, boost your GLP. Okay, but like, what's boosting my GLP gonna do for me? Like, tell people that, right? And then I'll go through that. Now, in the morning, the next morning, I will go through and delete all my stories on Facebook, at least. Like I do every single morning. I will go delete the whole day's stories from the day before on Facebook, and then I'll start fresh with a brand new eye catching picture. Because what happens is yesterday's eye catching picture is going to expire, and now my preview is going to be a product on my story, and I don't want people to see that, right? So I'll go and unless it's another eye-catching photo, like I'll delete all of them leading up to the next eye-catching photo. Or if I go like a break, like let's say I posted in the morning and then I got really, really, really busy, so I didn't post in my stories for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm not going to, my next post or my stories is going to be another eye-catching photo. That way, when those all do expire, my next preview is another eye-catching photo. It's like a clickbait thing. Like, people are going to click it because they want to see what it is, or it's a bathing suit, or you're at the beach, or whatever the case may be. So that's how I do that. And then again, the next morning I'll delete them. I don't do it on Instagram because Instagram doesn't have like the previews like Facebook does. But my preview on my Facebook story will always 100% be an eye-catching photo. Always. Because I mean, my stories have flown up, and my enrollments have skyrocketed ever since I started doing that. Was there another question? I might have missed it. Amber, you look deep in thought. Let's see.
I was answering somebody talking about team.
Okay.
I was telling her, and then and I'm working on a list. I'll put it in Thrive Stars about who all has meetings, what Zooms, so huddle ups, all the things.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? I didn't even see that question about the stories. How did I miss that one?
It was up where you were like having people tell you their stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Anybody else? If not, then we'll just hop off. Or Amber, did you have anything?
Okay. Well, I want you to dive deeper in your stories. Because this is where, if I struggle with this, I know, and I've talked to some people in the last few days, and the struggle is the stories. The struggle is posting in stories, which we know right now is it's what brings in the people to have a relationship with, to chat with, all the things. So like, because I do this. I post a lot when I'm on vacation or I'm out and about or whatever. I post a lot in my stories because that seems interesting. When I'm home, I'm like, well, that's boring. And so I'm really trying to get out of that mindset. So I know you post a lot about your day or whatever. And I love that. I didn't realize that you were intentionally posting those pictures. Because because every time I'm like, well, she just dreams about vacation, so she shared another vacation photo or
Listen,
whatever.
every breath I take is strategic. Okay.
But I'm like, okay, I didn't know the why behind it though.
Yep.
So I'm like, that makes so much sense. But like I was having this conversation and there's a trainer that talks about this about like even if you set an alarm in your phone, whether it's every 3 hours or however many stories you want to have a day, and take a picture or a video of what you're doing right then, unless you're pooping. Like do but like your life isn't boring. You're just overthinking it. So okay, you share about how you that I not just Thrive stuff. Like how are you being in your stories?
Well, and not only that too, but it's like reality television is the most binged watched television ever. Survivor. I mean, there's a show on MTV called The Challenge, and like my phone goes on do not disturb for that hour. I am not even joking. Like that is the one show that is like I am a whore for that show. Okay, like I love it. I can't get enough of it. And so, but it's because we're nosy because it's like it's someone else's life and the drama and the kids and like the love and the hookups and all the things. Like we binge these shows and so we live our life every day and we think it's boring like oh I homeschool to me homeschooling I'm like we're just sitting at home schooling but somebody else is like so intrigued like how do you do it what curriculum do you follow like how do you do x y and z do you guys do unschooling do you go outside like field trips how do you socialize like they all the questions right that I wouldn't think that people would ever care about asking and so I will always share my life, and I don't do. I used to try to go like, oh, business life, business life, business life, because I never wanted to be like business, 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 like right. And then I realized I'm like that's too freaking hard to try to like manage. I'm just gonna share it authentically as it is. And you know what? If I share 5 things in a row about the business, oh well. Or if I share 5 things about my life in a row, oh well. Like whatever. And so I don't, that's the only, I guess the one thing I guess that's not strategic about me is I just freaking share, man. And I'm not afraid to share the dumb things my kids say. The Amber or Jason posted a video on Instagram grabbing Amber's boob and it was hysterical. And so just
I
the
did
dumb,
not post that.
yeah. Jason posted it. But those things are relatable. And I think that we feel like because we're under a magnifying glass in this industry, like people are watching us and like there's so much scrutiny over this industry anyways and like so we want to try to like fit in this box and be this perfect network marketer but it's like ain't nobody in this industry perfect we're all so real and perfection is not relatable like there's a reason I can't sell makeup okay because I don't get ready every day you can't pay me to put makeup on every day and so be you. Don't be afraid to share funny things. Don't be afraid to share the quirky things that you and your husband or you and your wife or you and your partner do. Like that is relatable. That is so relatable. People are gonna be drawn to that when they know that you're a human. When I first started, I was going live on Facebook with a binky clip. Remember those binky clips? So you wouldn't lose your kid's binky. It was like clipped to my shoulder. I had a baby on the hip, messy bun, I was literally living in a house, okay, and I can go back and find the pictures. I have screenshots. I was going live and the ceiling tiles behind me were falling off the ceiling, like water damage falling off the ceiling. I had like this little tiny like beat up fridge and like it was cluttered. It was a small house for us and I didn't care. I wasn't like, oh, I have to wait till I have an aesthetic kitchen or I have to wait till I'm a 200K or I have to wait till I'm making more money. It's like, that's like saying I'm going to go to the gym after I lose the weight. I'm going to eat better after I lose the weight. Like you have to do the one to get the other, right? And so if you're waiting to go 12K before you talk about the business, you're going to be waiting forever. How do you go 12K? You have to start by talking about the business. What was your question?
You did it.
Okay.
Like yeah, just talking about how to be in your stories. Okay, I think there's like
Oh,
maybe
and don't be
other
afraid to
questions.
ask for interaction. If I'm going to a wedding or an event or a party or we're getting family pictures done, I will 100% try my outfits on in my stories or post photos in my stories or even on my page and say like, which one should I wear? Like, what would you do in this circumstance? I went in there the other day. I'm like, what are we paying our kids for chores? Like, here's what I pay my kid, and what are you paying your kid? Is mine above the national average or below the national average? Like, I don't know. People love to give opinions. They love, come on, people love to give opinions. Ask for them.
Yeah. Well, and 100%, and especially, so I know we've been talking about stories, but especially like Facebook. Like if you feel like your Facebook is dead or like you're not getting, interaction and all that, dude, even if you're not going anywhere, just go put on two different outfits or three or four different outfits, take pictures and put it up there and say, help me pick which one.
Yeah.
My post for the Nashville trip I'm going on, the denim, I'm like, I'm struggling with a denim outfit. That post blew up. Like it's well over 200 comments. Everybody wants to tell me what to wear, and I appreciate it. Did a reel yesterday, just tried out four different outfits and spun around in front of the mirror, and even on even on Instagram, and my reels on Instagram get traction. They don't get a lot of comments. This one, like people are in the comments, people are talking, people are, oh, this one with that hat, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, like anytime that you can ask, if you want to up your interaction and get that algorithm to show your shit to people, like you do something where you're asking this or this. Even like homeschool programs, I know a lot of the in my Moto Moms group, a lot of right now, a lot of the questions are, is it Becca, Acellus, or on track? Like they're asking those things. Um, okay, the next question, how to show the excitement about the business part of things and the opportunities when I've never even ranked after years of being a promoter.
Show someone else ranking up. Show someone else. I share people's wins in my story all the freaking time. All the time. When
Yeah,
Angela,
she says, I love the product and tell everyone that, but I've never hit 4K, so people don't believe me. I'm going to ask you this in my lovingest, kindest voice. Do they not believe you and they tell you they don't believe you, or do you think they don't believe you? Are you in your own way of, well, I'm not going to be successful getting somebody because I'm not already successful?
when here's the thing too, and this is, I love network marketing because it's like, let's say, for example, Jen, okay, let's say you are right. Every single person on your Facebook doesn't believe you. You know the cool part about Facebook? You can delete them all and go add more people. Literally, like I've always, I'm like, oh, yeah, did I blow your mind? I know. I'm like, you can literally go add more people. You can add more people. 2 people a day is over 700 people a year. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm an overachiever. So I'm adding like 5 or 10 a day, right? You can always create a new, well, my network doesn't believe in it, or my network doesn't, want to, so and so said it's a scam. Go add someone else. Like go find someone else, because this industry is not going anywhere. There are 90-year-old women right now driving around in pink Cadillacs because 40 years ago they were doing in-home parties, putting skincare on someone else's face. Like, right? And they had to go door to door. And if they could go door to door and do it, we can do it on social media. So I would 100% be growing your network. 100%. Someone said, how about Facebook Lives? Really struggling with them? Are you just talking about products in the biz? No, I talk about everything. So you can do unboxing when your products come in and talk about them. I did one and I had pulled out the It's Vital, and it was so funny because the day I did it, I think it was Amber's reel, when everybody was trying to pronounce ask the next and then ask the next thing. I don't know.
Ask the same.
But I pulled it out of my box and I'm like, good stuff. I don't know what to say. Like, this is great. Okay, moving on. I gotta know how to say it. And so,
But you don't have to know how to say it to take it and see
like,
results.
It's vital. Why? Is because it's vital. Okay, get some. And so go live, unbox your stuff, explain what comes in them. I did a live with the skincare one time, and I had done the like clickbait for the. I will never ever, and for, this is again me personally, my lives like you get the notification. It'll say Katie Muntz is live, and then it'll say the name of my live. My live is never gonna be check out these products. Like my live is gonna be open my mail with me, or check out what I just got, or so excited for this package in the mail. Like I want people to be like, oh, like what is the package, or what did she get? I'm not gonna be like, oh, check out my products or information about my business, right? Like I want to do a live. I'm like brewing on it. It's in my head right now. I had just got a new vehicle the other day. The auto bonus. I love it. I love it. I love it. My husband and I used to share a vehicle. That's part of my story. We both worked full time and shared one vehicle. Like shit was hard. Okay. And so my live, I already know it. The title is going to be, what would you do? Because I'm asking people, oh, what would you do? She's asking for an opinion, right? And then my live is going to be, what would you do if you were in an auto bonus? Like, what would you do if you were able to cash out an auto bonus and get the 4K bonus in your first 30 days? And then I'm going to tell my story with the business, right? So I do product and I do business, but I also do other things. So one of the biggest ways that I could tell you how to get content, and this is for literally all kinds of content, lives, posts, stories, whatever. Get the hell away from your screen. And I say that with love. Get away from your screen. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Go read a book. Go spend time with people. Go join a networking event. I did a freaking abs and booty class at the gym a couple weeks ago. I made like 4 new friends. I got them on Facebook. I would have never been able to do that if I didn't put my phone down and go live my life. We cannot preach freedom and be a slave to our phone. Cannot do it. Go live your life. Go make friends. Go network. And then, read a book. Angela, there's the girl. Read a book, right? I'm like, literally, I'm a snob for books, okay? Like, I put them in my stories. If you ever want to follow along and see what I'm reading, I put them in my stories all the time. When you read a book, there's one called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I read it like 3 years ago, and it's still literally one of my favorite books ever. Every single chapter I read, I'm not joking, I had an aha moment and I was going live. Every single chapter I was going live. I'm like, oh my gosh, I read this book and here's what it said and here's how I took it, and like, here's what I wanted to share with you and my experience about it. And like I was encouraging people. Like you have there, look at that. She's got it. You go, girl. You got it. Okay. And there's another one called You Are a Badass at Making Money. Like whenever I learn something, the best way, and this is biblical, okay? Like I don't know about y'all, but I'm like very strong in my faith. This is biblical. The best way, look at that. See, success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. Okay. Amber's got the book too. Yes. Okay. It is biblical that anything that you want, you need to give away. If you want better energy in your business, give away your energy. If you want more time freedom, give away some of your time. Go to a local, go host an event, go help your new promoter launch their business, go tithe your time at your church, whatever. Okay. If you want more money, why don't you order a couple gifts for the people on your team? Like give it away, right? The best way to learn is to teach. You want to be better, you want more wisdom, you want to be better at lives, you want to be more confident. The best way to do that is to go teach. How do you teach? Consume content, read, learn, grow, develop yourself. And here comes the word, go regurgitate it to people. Okay. It's the 3rd time I said that this Zoom. Go out there and teach other people. Okay. So the best content is made when I'm not in front of my phone. You think that I don't have anything to post. I don't know what to talk about. Stop consuming. Stop doom scrolling and consuming. Go live your life and you'll be able to create content, I promise. Okay. Let's see. And I don't have any other questions, I don't think. Amber?
No, this is fabulous. Okay, y'all got a lot of stuff. I want you to do what she said, go live your life. I want you to, that's your challenge today. Put down your phone, go do something, walk in your neighborhood, invite a neighbor to hang out, like find a class, like do something that gets you out and about and out of your phone, but also then around people. Okay. Katie, will you do up an outline of the things that you talked about and a couple of those little like it was really easy for you to say the script, flipping it for Christy and all that, like the little
Okay.
word verbiage.
I'll type up a couple of different like verbiages and then I'll put them in a little thing and I'll
Yeah.
send them in the chat. Awesome.
Thank you. All right. Everybody have a great
You're
day.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye.